Absolutely. Now, of course, civil war doesn't just pop out of nowhere. People don't just one night decide, let's go kill somebody else.
Right.
Arbitrarily. There was a build-up to it. Now, during the previous cycle, during the planetary cycle, from 1854 to 1873, each hour on the clock was 300 days. Now it's 15 days.
Oh, my goodness. So those of us that feel that time is speeding up, that's just not our imagination?
Actually, time isn't speeding up, but creation is. There are more and more events happening in every moment.
Yes.
So there's more occurring in a shorter amount of time.
Yes.
This is the secret, this is the most important part of the Mayan calendar, is to comprehend that time is not speeding up. It's not your imagination. It's not that you're getting older, as most people believe. It's really the fact that more is happening in less time, which is good and bad. The more that happens in any period of time, the more can occur. More miracles can occur. More things that were previously impossible are now available to occur.
Okay, let me see if I understand this, Ian. I think, my goodness, I think I'm starting to get this. The time it took to get to a flashpoint back in the 1800s probably took months and years, probably years.
Yes.
To get to a flashpoint today could literally take weeks and months.
Yes, exactly true.
Oh, boy.
Now, you look at the situation that we are now in, and you see a dramatic polarization between those people who absolutely love and adore our president for the profit he represents, and those people who fear him.
Absolutely. There are comments about that all around the world, Ian, of how polarized the United States have become. I tell you, world citizens are very concerned about what's going on.
Well, they have every right to be. They have every right to be concerned.
You know, Ian...
Please understand, everyone out there, please understand this, that President Bush and Vice President Cheney and Secretary Ashcroft and Secretary Ridge, all of them are consciousness, aren't they? They are an expression of consciousness, and it is consciousness which is dictating their actions. They may be puppets of the Illuminati. Oh, big deal. The Illuminati got nothing over the power of the procession of the evolution of consciousness. And that is what is dictating their actions and their oppressions.
Given that scenario, Ian, is that suggesting that the majority of people are wanting the mentality that we're seeing in the Bush administration?
Are wanting?
Yes, you're saying that they represent our consciousness.
Yes. As a matter of fact, everybody out there, take a look at the movies which are playing and which are more popular in the theaters right now. Anybody gone to see Cold Mountain or any of the other Civil War movies that came out during this summer? There's been 5 now. 5 Civil War movies all of a sudden. Where did those come from? They came from consciousness, people.
Good point.
What were the most popular movies of the summer? Hacker, slasher, killing, thriller, terror movies. Where is consciousness? Why do people vote with their dollars to go see horror and terror and destruction and suffering? Because they agree with it.
That's
the only reason.
In my short-sightedness, Ian, I guess I would have simply said to escape, to be entertained, to escape from their reality.
That is on the surface. Why are they going to see those rather than musicals or comedies? The most popular movies were ones that depicted the most suffering.
Well, Ian, this is the piece that I don't understand. You're my age, and you remember the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
What the hell happened to our voice? I mean, you're speaking of in terms of revolution, but I'm not seeing a damn thing.
That's because the public, first of all, the public has been dumbed down drastically by our education system. So most of the public are unaware. They are fed, particularly by the Murdoch and his ilk, through the media. What you pay attention to, you become conscious of, period. That's all that ever happens. What people are paying attention to is Friends and Sex and the City and Saturday Night Live and David Leno, or Leno and
David Letterman.
David Letterman. So what people are paying attention to is the entertainment which is presented to them. They are dumbed down drastically.
Let me ask you this, Ian.
This comes to a peak. People will not, in general, people will not realize what's happening to them. This is all by design. Now, think of Pompeii and Mount
Vesuvius.
The people who were found in Pompeii were in the midst of living their lives. The people who were turned to ash were doing business. They were in full-blown party. The Mount Vesuvius had been going off for months.
Yes.
It was a tourist attraction.
Yes.
Oh, the light show at night.
Yes.
There had been earthquakes. There had been all sorts of things going on, and the people stayed and did business and hung on with whores or whatever they were doing.
Orgies, yes.
They could not breathe.
That's right.
That's exactly what's going on now.
That's right.
Precisely. This is human nature.
Oh, God, that's scary.
Nature abhors change. Okay, you guys, all you guys out there who lost your job in the last few months, how much did you enjoy that? All you people that had your insurance raised, all you people that had your taxes raised and your rents raised, how much did you enjoy that? Nobody wants change because it all looks bad. So people ignore change. They hide from it.
Yes.
They will decry you. They will say you're crazy. They will kick you out of the family before they will accept change.
So, Ian, is one message tonight to pass on to our listeners is, basically wake up, but that you're given meaning and understanding to that old saying that something comes upon you before I didn't see it coming is a typical phrase used. I didn't see it coming, when in fact it was occurring the whole time, you just weren't looking.
Yeah, all those divorced people out there, hey, take a look. It was happening the whole time.
Wow. Ian, Carlos mentioned something about an economic collapse, and it kind of rocked me on my heels just a little bit because I guess just exactly what you're speaking of. I just didn't think that it would come so quickly, and I think I also assumed that I would see it coming, but I'm suddenly realizing that that may not be the case. Your thoughts?
Well, the signs are all there. You were just talking about the U.S. Treasury reneging on the 9-point-something or other interest.
That's correct.
Okay? You've also seen the euro growing far above 20% above the U.S. dollar.
Unbelievable.
The dollar is just